Okay, you know what? Hang in there for that chrome diopside. We won't have a chance to do a full presentation. And speaking of full presentation, this is going to be fast because there are 19 remaining in the Rutilated Quartz and Champagne Diamond Pendant. You get the necklace that is included along with that, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the pendant itself has 41 points of champagne diamonds. Then you have that golden Rutilated Quartz. And then tell us about the necklace, Carol, too.
Okay, what's so cool about this necklace is, first of all, I call this my blonde bombshell collection. Woo. Clearly, I've been dyeing my hair blonde long enough that I deserve to have 1 or 2 blonde bombshell pieces. This is actually copper red. So it's a copper red blonde Rutilated Quartz. Rutilated Quartz, it's a very abundance to have quartz on the earth, but to be able to get quartz that have these golden copper needles going through them is a rarity. The more dense the patterning of the rutiles or these blonde copper needles are, the more valuable the specimen is. There are so few of these pendants available here today because it is so difficult to get such an amazing dense piece of Rutilated Quartz. The freeform shape is amazingly embedded in champagne diamonds. Now, when you take a look at this and you see this 24-inch chain, okay? That 24-inch chain is not just Rutilated Quartz. It's not just pyrite. It's opal. Those are rondelle opals and pyrite beads. They're in all different amazing colors. Nothing looks more like diamonds in the rough than this pendant and than this necklace. And the reason why I love the chain so much is because it really celebrates the organic nature of the gemstone. Lastly, you're looking at almost 1/2 carat of champagne diamonds, and the diamonds are also on the bail. If you decide that you want to take this pendant and put it on one of the Love to Layer 72-inch necklaces that you may have purchased today, great. You can take it off the beautiful necklace. If you want to take one of the pearl enhancers and add it on the necklace, it's all good. Everything is able to be worn together, mixed and matched. Look at the organic, cool nature. You know, if you shop at that store that I love, named after a purple dinosaur, Barney, on Madison Avenue, this is the kind of amazing jewelry, the one-of-a-kind, artistic, huge pieces of rare specimens that are just celebrated in just carats and carats of champagne.